Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I, and my friend and chef, Terry Young, is with us today. And didn't you tell me something before the show about your husband, Chris, and what he wanted you to do?
He just asked me yesterday to make some Asian dish.
And so guess what we're going to do tonight? We're making an Asian dish, which I'm really excited about. And it's got great ingredients. And one of the things that I wanted to let you know is we're making a soup tonight that's a cold soup, which I think Chris will like.
Yeah.
It is a green gazpacho, not a normal
Tomato base.
No, it's not tomato based at all. So it's all green. And so I would kind of call it green goddess gazpacho. How do you think about that? That's
Sounds
pretty
good,
cool.
yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is the first thing that I need you to do is we want you to take in your bowl, I want you to put your yogurt, right?
Yep.
And that's 1.5 cups of not Greek yogurt, just plain yogurt. And also you're going to add to that 3 tablespoons of the oil that we already put in there for you, okay? And then you want to also add in, and stirring with a whisk, here's the green onions, and this actually is about 3 green onions that I went ahead and chopped. So you see these green onions, really simple to do. All you have to do is this, okay? Make it simple. And that's basically it. And you can make them even smaller if you want to. Yeah, you want to put those in there. And then what we're going to do is, wait a minute.
Looks good already.
You're going to mix it up already because we're going to add that into the blender when we're done. Okay. So what we need to do is I've got to do this poblano, and this is a poblano pepper.
And the juice.
Okay. And your lemon juice too. You need to put that in there. And put your all of your, like, sugar. We've got 1 teaspoon of sugar here, right? And, okay, I'm going to do this pepper for you. All right. And I'm going to move this out of the way. That's your cucumber. And that is 2 English cucumbers. And this is what they look like. And I'm going to show our audience what you have to do with these, okay? And that is, you want to take all the seeds out. But you want to keep, Terry, you want to keep,
Here,
and I want to use one of these spoons, and all you have to do is do this. Just seed it. Is that easy or what?
Oh, yeah.
Simple. And then just turn it like this, and then seed it like that to get all the seeds out, because you don't want the seeds, right? Okay. And
Easy.
Isn't that easy?
Mm.
So it's really simple. It's this. And you could use not an ice cream scoop, but you could, those little grapefruit scoops that you could use.
Right.
You could do that. So
This smells delicious
doesn't that
already.
smell delicious already? Okay. So then we would cut these cucumbers, but I'm going to use this for another salad that we have. Okay. And I'm going to take this, hold on, and get rid of this. Where's that 1 cup? It's right here. I'll do that. And we'll just get rid of this real quick. Right? And we'll put this over here. And then what you want to do, actually, is you want to, wait a minute, I don't think you do that. I think we put, hold on a minute. We put the whole mixture into the blender. That's what we do. All right, so then what we need is I need to cut this up for you, right? But let me rinse this out real quick. Okay.
Now, what is this kind of?
Now, this is a poblano pepper. And you get these in any of your vegetable store, any place where you can get vegetables. But it needs to be this. And they're really not that hot, Terry. So that makes it nice. So you don't need, this is about what you need because you could have used a smaller one.
Okay.
Okay. And so what we want to do is chop this up because it's all going to go into that blender over there. And so that's the cool thing about that.
And I'm going to go ahead and put these cucumbers
Yeah,
in.
I would, because we're going to put the mixture we're going to put in is a little bit at a time, right? And then blend it all together. And then put it into our soup bowl. So here's this. Here we go. That's a whole one. And let me do this. Let me get this one wonderful scoop thing that we use all the time. Right? Put this over here. Right? You know, I love gazpacho. And this is really a different kind of gazpacho, right?
It is. I've never seen the green.
Seen it either. So here's the thing. Now, this is a tomatillo. And it has like an outer edge to it. And you
Skin.
just peel this away, right? And we are going to use 4 of these. We're going to chop these up, right? Here we go. I want to chop these up. These are really beautiful. And this is what they look. They look like little green tomatoes, right? And you want to chop this up. And then we're going to put 4 of these into that mixture. So this has really got a different taste to it. It's got the tomato, but it's a different kind of tomato, right? Okay, so we'll do that. That's 1. You need 4, okay? And that's what they look like. And you can get them at any of your green grocers or whatever. Easy to do, right?
I think I could eat this like it is.
You can what? You like it the way it is?
I could eat it the way it is. It smells so good.
It's really good, but I have to tell you, Terry, it's really delicious when you blend it all together because it's pureed. And then it's a cold soup. And then I know you don't like shrimp. I think you don't like shrimp, do you?
No, I don't care for it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to put the shrimp, the cooked shrimp, in yours.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to do it in everybody else's. All right, and we have a guest tonight and our cameraman. There you go. And then I'm going to do this one. This would do about, I think, 4 bowls. I mean, nice bowls. But we're going to use these because, guess what, Terry? We got a lot to cook tonight.
We do.
And so I'd rather do this. You know, have a nice little taste of the different things. And if you've never tried this before, it is really delicious. Okay, and I need to do 1 more. So this will give the tomato flavor to it. Now, we're also going to be making a really nice Asian teriyaki chicken with brown rice and an Asian salad.
That sounds good.
Right. And then you could have like a sorbet or a fruit, or you could get some lychee fruit and have that.
yes.
Oh, I love lychee.
That would work.
I love that. Okay, so what we're going to do, now we've got everything ready. So I'm going to take these off right here, put these aside, okay?
Okay.
And, you know, Terry, now we've got everything assembled to put into our blender, right?
Yes.
So I need your help a little bit. So I don't know how much we're going to be able to put in here, so let's try it.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do that. All right.
Smells good.
It does smell good. I can't wait to taste it, actually. All right. Now, that should be enough. Now, you're the expert at this since you're a ninja girl. Okay, now we're going to puree this like more like a smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's try that. That's really nice. I think we can stop it now. Okay, so what we need to do is pour it into here. So we need to take that top off, Terry. All right. And we need to take that
Just
other
turn
off.
this.
Turn it. Okay, let's do that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Looks good. It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this a couple of times, right? Do I have it in there right, Terry?
Yeah, just lock it. Go ahead and leave it where it was and then lock it.
Lock it. Okay. So we've got that. So let's do this. Here, let's move this up here for a minute. See, I think you have to do it about 3 times. What do you think?
Yeah,
Maybe.
we may get it in there.
I don't know. I don't want to fill it up too much. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, can I have that top again?
Yes.
All right. So how long have you had a Ninja?
Oh, probably a couple years.
See how simple that is?
That's very simple.
And I love the color of
So
it.
do I.
So let's do it again. So it's this right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it unlocks it. Here you go. And then you just
Turn
go
it.
like that,
Yeah.
right? And then we'll just pour it in, right? Oh, wow, this is beautiful.
It looks good.
Isn't that
Great.
good? And it goes like this, right? Am I right?
Yes.
I don't know. Did I do that? I don't think I did that right. Well, when you're first learning these things, you got to get it right, right? So then we need to do this, and then we'll be done with the soup. And guess what? I've got the shrimp already done for people that like shrimp,
Okay.
right? And guess what? I'm not going to put any in yours.
That would be
Okay.
nice.
That would be nice. Now you want to chill this soup, okay? Because it's, or you can just
cold.
have it, or you can have it. I like cold cucumber soup in the summertime. I think it tastes great. So,
Put that on. Yep.
there we go.
Click
That's
it.
great. Let's do it. Looks pretty good to me, girl.
Looks good.
Okay, so let's do this. And now, what we're going to do, the piece de resistance, right? We'll put this in here. And that's our soup. Now, I think you could do, if you're doing those small type of bowls like we're doing, I'm going to put this over here, Terry.
Okay.
If we're going to do those small type of bowls, then you really don't need, we can move this out of the way. Hold on. That's fine. Now, you see how pretty this is. If we can show this, can the cameraman see that? That's what it's supposed to look like when it's finished, right? And it looks luscious. Let me have this a minute. You want to clean it off for me?
Yes.
And then we're going to put this into the bowls. And then I'm going to bring over the shrimp that we have. That we've already cooked these shrimp and chilled them. Okay?
Yes.
And since you're not a shrimp girl, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's do this. I know you don't even want to touch the shrimp, right? You're just, I know I have some parsley back there. You want to reach back and get that, and then we can put that on there too? This looks beautiful.
I don't know which one the parsley is.
And I'm not going to put, I'm not putting it on yours, all right? And you can put garlic in this, I think, but since I'm allergic to garlic, we didn't do it. But the recipe will be on our website with the instructions on how to do it. And so you want to put these like this.
Not on mine.
All right. So that's really, you got enough greenery there? I'm not putting one on yours, okay?
Okay.
So that's it. That's a really simple soup that you can make with not really a lot of ingredients,
It
right?
is. I think it's a nice difference besides the tomato based.
Yeah, I think it's really nice. And I
Yes.
love cucumbers anyhow, so we're going to do it. And I think it's great. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back to do our Asian salad and our chicken. We'll be right back. You know, our green goddess soup, Terry, I forgot to mention that you want to cube this beautiful crusty bread, and this actually is a rosemary bread. It doesn't really have to be any specific bread. You could use a whole wheat or whatever, but I want to cut this a minute and show you. And what you want to do is you want to serve it, and you could serve it with our next salad as well,
Oh, yes.
right? It's got, wait till you smell this. Is that gorgeous
Oh,
or
yes.
what?
That smells
Beautiful.
wonderful.
So you would just cut like a little piece like this, or you could cube it. And if you were using a bigger bowl, we use small bowls, right? But you can see all the beautiful herbs in the bread. It is gorgeous. Oh, wow. And I love, I got a new fryer oven that you can dehydrate in, which I'm really excited about. So you could cube the bread and put it into your soup, right, if you're using a bigger bowl, just like that. How about that? That's pretty nice. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to take a little short break, and we'll be right back without the soup and the bread. Okay? I love the Southwest cherry, and this is really, truly a Southwest dish that's so easy that anybody can do it with really nice ingredients. Black beans, baby spinach, avocado, my favorite, black olives, corn on the cob, and you can use frozen corn, avocado, and we're using almonds, right?
Right. It calls for sesame if you would like sesame.
But some people don't like sesame, so that makes it easier. And a wonderful, beautiful red onion. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to make the dressing.
Right.
Okay, and the dressing is Southwestern lime dressing, okay? And it calls for, and you've already got it pre-measured, what? 1/3 cup of ex-agave, right? 1/3 cup of rice vinegar, white rice vinegar, right?
Oh.
No, that's the agave, okay?
Right.
And do you need, you've got something there. And then we're also going to have, I'm going to chop this up for you in a second because I got to seed it as well. And I'm allergic to garlic, so we can't do that.
Right.
So, but that's optional as well. And you have also fresh lime juice, which is beautiful. And now I'm going to do this pepper. And you got to be careful with these.
Yeah.
Because here's the hot part, kids. So what you want to do is I scoop it out like this. You don't want to get this on you because it's really, really hot. These are jalapeno peppers. So you're going to use 1 jalapeno pepper, right? So that's pretty much got it. The seeds are really what's hot.
Yes.
Right? Do you like jalapenos?
I'm okay with them. I don't eat them all the time.
I don't either. So this might have a little kick to it, right? Whoops. All right. So just take
I have
that
a
out.
friend who eats them every day.
Well, they're really actually good for you.
Yeah.
Actually. But that's where the hot part is, the seeds. So we're gonna chop this up, right? Costs for 1. So I have a small one here, right? So just be careful that you don't get this on your face or anything by touching it. I usually use gloves, but today I didn't have any gloves here. So this goes in here. Okay. So we'll put that right in there in the dressing. And that'll give it a little kick, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I got to put more. Hold on.
Okay.
And then we're going to do cilantro, but
Yes.
we're going to leave a little out because one of our people doesn't like cilantro. So we'll mix it first and then pour it into a smaller bowl and then put the cilantro in the other dressing. Okay?
Yes.
That'll work out really well. Because you have to be careful with people and their allergies and everything else, right?
Oh, yes, nowadays you do.
Nowadays you do. And people don't believe me when I say that I am allergic to garlic, and they don't understand how you could be allergic to garlic since it's so beautiful. Well, if you don't have a gallbladder and you can't digest it, that makes it the reason why, right? So there you go. That's the that. And also what you need is salt and pepper, which we will ask our producer to get for us. And so you have the agave, the rice vinegar, the lime juice, the cilantro, which I need real quick so I can chop it up. So, but we'll keep this out of our producers so that he doesn't have to have it, okay? So, but we'll put it on ours. All right, so let's just mix all of it up with a spoon or whatever, Terry.
Okay.
And then we'll take some out for him.
Okay.
or other people that don't like cilantro, right? And so let me get a little bowl for you. We just happen to have one right here. So let's pour some of that, just a little bit of that dressing into here. All right. That should be enough. Okay. So and the rest of it, we're going to put this wonderful cilantro in, which I love. This is so good for you. Right? And so just mix that all up.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what we need to do, now that's the dressing, and what we can do with that is we can put that in the refrigerator for a few minutes. And here's our salt and pepper. You want to, I know you don't do salt, so we'll scratch the salt. We don't have to worry about that. You know, people can salt their own. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like that better. So anyhow, we're going to do that. And then what we're going to do is actually blend it in we're going to put it in a blender.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we have to put it in a blender. So we do happen to have our trusty, dusty blender there that we're going to use. And we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and now we're going to pour the dressing into the blender bottle. And we'll go from there. And then we'll do our producers too, but we'll make sure that we don't use any of that cilantro in there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get on there tight. Then put it onto this, right? Is that locking it? Or did I lock it or not lock it?
Turn it.
Okay, there we go. So now we're going to do that small smoothie again. Let's do it again. Okay, let's just pulse it. Okay, that should be done. Okay, so we want to put that into a really nice, we're just going to leave it like that, okay? And then we'll serve it. Okay, so just give me this, and then we're going to take these other things and we're going to chop them all up on camera, right? Okay. And so if you'll give me part of them, I'll help you. And you've got a knife too, right?
Right.
So what we're doing is we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. We're back with myself and Terry Young, and we're making the black bean and corn salsa salad with Southwestern lime dressing. We already did the dressing. It's in the refrigerator. Mm-hmm. So what we need to do is what, Terry?
We have a can of the black bean.
15 ounce.
15 ounce.
Right. We have also the corn, which, now this is corn that I took off the cob. It's fresh corn, or you can use frozen corn. So, and that's actually about a 15 ounce can or 1.5 cups of fresh corn, right? And, right. So we also need actually 1 red onion. So I'm going to take 1/4 of this red onion. Right about there. Okay, and we're going to cut that up. You know, I'd really like to cut it up on, maybe you can, we can cut it up on here.
That's fine.
All right, you can cut this up if you don't mind. And what I'll do is I'll do the avocado, which is really easy to do an avocado. You do this, right? This, and then you separate them. Okay, like this.
Yeah.
Like that, right? Yep. Then you take the nut out, and then you take this off. And this is really a soft avocado, which I really checked them out before when I was at the store today to make sure that it looks as nice as it does, okay? So here's your avocado.
Okay.
And we need also another jalapeno pepper, but I think we're not going to do that since we've got it in the dressing. I think actually
it'll be hot enough.
I think it's going to be hot enough. But you can, if you're a hot person like we are not, then you can add it to it, but we're leaving it as an optional because we've got the jalapeno in the dressing. So the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to add another quarter thing of cilantro, which we will leave out for one person that doesn't like cilantro, right? So, and then 1/2 of red bell pepper, which is right here, right? And I'm going to move this, right? And to our trusty garbage can right there. And then we're going to do the red pepper, right? So you want to take this off. You want to make sure you get the seeds off of there. That looks really good, Terry.
It does.
Do you want one of those wonderful things that we have? This?
Yes.
The scooper. Not the scooper, but the thing. So you can do that. So we can actually do that. So let me do this. Let me cut this red pepper up.
So we got the corn and the bean.
The red pepper, the onion. We
Right.
need cilantro and the spinach. So if you could do that, if you could chop these up the rest of the way for me.
Okay.
Okay. So, and then I'll get the spinach leaves. And I think you could probably just, on the spinach leaves, just leave them, chop them up just a little bit. You don't need...
Right, I would just hand pull them apart
I
a little
am.
better.
I like the leaves, right? And so you want to take this off here. Okay. So here's this, right? So chop those up real fine. So that's about it. We don't need any more of this. I'll put this over here, right? Now let's look at the leaves. Here are the leaves, and this is actually about a really big handful of these spinach leaves, right? So I'm going to chop them just a little bit, Terry.
Okay.
This is such a pretty salad.
It is.
I love it. And I love fresh spinach, don't you?
I do.
Oh, and it's so
I think
good
I
for
eat
you.
spinach every single day.
Right, we want to put that in there, right? And see how fast this is going together? Oh, there's our, here it is. Whatever, let's do it, whatever. What are we going to do? We might as well we'll put that in there. Originally, we weren't going to do it, but we're going to put it in there. Why not? It's Southwestern. So, you know, I go to Texas a lot and a lot of other states in the South. And actually, I just love Texas. I love Oklahoma. I love the Southwest. It's so beautiful, right? So I'm just going to do this time, Terry.
Okay.
I'm going to do it like this.
Oh, you're going to give us a big old bite.
Yeah, why not? Whatever, right? So you're going to put that in there. Then we're going to do the olives real quick. And actually, we'll be done. And that's how easy this salad is. Do you believe it? I can't believe it.
Oh,
But I
that's
thought
beautiful.
it is a beautiful salad. It's really healthy for you. Now, you can either, on these wonderful, beautiful olives, right, you can leave them whole or you can cut them in half. What would you like me to do?
Just leave them whole.
Let's leave them whole and put them in there. That looks really pretty, okay? And those are optional. And the handful of baby spinach is optional too.
Right.
And we just like a healthy salad. So we've got that. We've got the avocado in there. we want the nuts, but when we put it onto
Right.
the salad, yeah, that's the way you want to
Drizzle
dress
on
it.
top of it, yes.
And the cilantro, here, I might as well, what the heck. He can always pick it out, right? So we want this. I can't understand why people don't like cilantro. It's so good. So anyhow, let's put that in there.
Sometimes it can take over depending
it
on.
can take over, right. So that's the whole salad. Let's do
That
this.
looks great.
Let's take a little break and we'll be back and we'll show you how we're going to serve it. We'll be right back after these messages. Well, we're finished with this gorgeous Southwestern salad. And you put the nuts on it already, and there's a beautiful dressing, right? Now, all of these ingredients are all fresh or organic ingredients. These are really, really healthy salads. And actually, I just love it. And you can keep the dressing, Terry, in the refrigerator for a few days.
Yes.
Okay? And it'll stay great.
And this is only like 125 calories
That's pretty awesome, isn't
a
it?
serving, yes.
That's a great, gorgeous salad. Look at that. And you can really show your friends that you can do something really wild, right? That's cool.
And if you wanted, you could even put chicken on it.
Yeah,
if you would
it was optional.
Right.
And you could get one of those chickens the rotisserie chicken, chop it up and put it on. Actually got a dinner. Or if you're a vegetarian, this is a perfect vegetarian dish, right? Okay, and we're going to be right back with our next wonderful, beautiful Asian chicken. It's an Asian slaw and brown rice. A perfect dinner.
Yes.
We'll be right back after these messages. We're back on the Chef You and I with Chef Terry and myself, Chef Kathryn. And I have to tell you, this is the fun thing that we're going to do. I love Asian salad. I love ginger. Don't you?
Yes.
And, don't you love to go out to an Asian steakhouse, like a Japanese steakhouse? The thing that I like the most is the salad of all the things in the world. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're doing Asian cabbage and sprout salad with soy ginger dressing. Okay. So here's some of the ingredients, and they're right in front of you, okay? And I've done a lot of the chopping up for you, Terry, by the way.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So you want to use a half of a red cabbage, and you want to put that in there, which I've already done, okay? And then after you get that done, Terry, you're going to put a half of head of green cabbage, which I've already done for you.
She's made this meal easy.
This made it really easy, okay? And then we're going to take 2 cups of that wonderful julienne carrots that are right there, which I cheated, Terry. I didn't julienne them. I went and bought them that way, but you can if you really want to julienne them. So it's just as easy to just buy them all, that way, a little bag of them. And then 2 cups of bean sprouts. Now, I tried to find some fresh bean sprouts, but guess what? I couldn't. So I used canned, right? And that's one 15-ounce can, isn't it?
Yes.
That's what that is.
Is the 2 cups,
right.
Yes.
So then what you're going to put in is 2 cups of snow peas. And you might want to take those little ends off, which you can, or you don't have to. Just throw those puppies in there. They'll be fine. And then 1 red pepper, and you were smart. You did it ahead of time, right?
I did.
It's right there. We chopped it ahead of time, right? And you want to make this fast and efficient, right, Terry? So now you can also use some grilled chicken breast if you just want to make it a salad for like dinner salad as an entree or whatever. Or if you want to just go totally vegetarian, that's a great vegetarian salad, okay? So then what we're going to do now is we're going to make the dressing, okay? And actually, we need the blender back, right? So we need our wonderful producer to, wait a minute, I've got it right here. It's actually, I think we have another one up here. Yeah, we do. It's right here. So we can make this easy because everything that we do with dressing seems to need to have this in it. So what we're going to do is actually, we're going to take 1/3 cup of agave, which is right there, right?
I would just pour it straight into that. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Right. So we want to put this in there. And I love agave, don't you?
I do too.
Agave is really beautiful, easy to do, and I love ex-agave, and that's what we used. And these salads are from the wonderful people from ex-agave. These are their recipes, right? So then we need the rice vinegar. Thank you very much. We're going to add that. And that is actually 1/3 cup that we already pre-measured, right? And then we have 1/3 cup of soy sauce. Okay, and that's light sodium soy sauce. Okay. Okay, and now we want to use instead of using a ginger root, okay, a chopped ginger root,
right.
I like minced better, actually. So we're going to add that to it. All right. And that's about, actually it comes out to about a couple teaspoons of it, right? 1 tablespoon, actually. That was 1 tablespoon of ginger root. And we're not using the chili oil because we've got a lot of hot stuff going on tonight.
Right.
So we need 1 teaspoon of toasted sesame oil.
Yes.
Thank you. Can you open that for me, please? And we'll get that done. Okay, put that in there. This is going to, oh, does that smell good or what? Wow. So we're going to add, actually, we're going to garnish it with some of those wonderful almonds again because we didn't have any sesame seeds. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this top on and we're going to blend it, okay? And then we're going to put the wonderful almonds on top of the salad, okay?
Okay.
So let's do this. Put that on top of there, right? And
Turn it.
hold on. There we go. And we're going to blend, okay? So I think we're going to pulse it. Think that's enough? I think so. Maybe one more. All right, so that should be enough, right? Looks good to me. There we go. So that's going to go on top of the salad, right?
Right.
And this is for the, actually, this is for the chicken, correct?
Right.
That's our Asian chicken. So this is going to be served. So I'd like you, once you do this, dress that, I want you to put it on that, on this plate right here, because we're going to show it as a salad to start.
Okay.
Okay? So let's put that on the plate. And we'll move this out of the way. Thank you. I'll move it out of the way. And, oh, that chicken smells good. Right? That's really pretty, Terry. Okay, that's enough. Because we'll use, well, put some more on that. Okay, let's do that. And then, that looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It
All
does.
right. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to add the dressing, right, onto it. Let's just put a little bit of dressing on here. Looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It does.
All right. Okay, that should do it.
Something smells good.
It smells really, really good. Okay, let's wipe it off because then we're going to take a picture of it so that we can show. We just happen to have that. And we're going to take a picture of this beautiful salad. And so if you're going to just do it like this, Cherry, that's great. So let's take a picture with our camera guy. And we'll take a short break here while he does that. Oh, he's just going to come in and show it. That's really nice.
I think I'm going to add a few almonds.
Yeah, add some almonds to it. That looks beautiful. I love that. Okay, so this can be by itself, Cherry. This beautiful salad can be by itself. Or what we're going to do with it is, which I'm really excited about, is that we're going to make some teriyaki sauce, right?
Right.
That's going to go with our chicken. So we need to take a short break because I need to get the ingredients and a pan for the dressing.
Okay.
Okay? We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I with Chef Terry and myself, Kathryn Raaker, and let me tell you, this is really an easy marinade or a teriyaki sauce. Now, I bought this lower sodium one for you, actually.
Okay.
So it's 1 cup of soy sauce. And it is, altogether, it is 1/2 cup of water. Is that 1/2 cup of water? I think so. Go right for it. Then you need 2 tablespoons of wine vinegar, which is right here.
Oh,
And we
yes,
already
there it
pre-measured that, okay? So you want to pour that in there, okay? And then we need 1/3 cup of agave. Agave goes into everything, and it's ex-agave, which is great agave. I love it.
Get all that in there.
All right? That should be fine. Okay, and then you want to use 3 teaspoons of minced ginger. And minced ginger is really easy to use, isn't it? You don't have to do all the work that you need to do there, right? And then, now one thing that we're not going to do is we're not going to add the cornstarch yet, because the cornstarch is actually a thickener to our sauce.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to blend this, Terry. We've used the blender a lot.
I know
tonight.
it.
We could be working for Ninja, right? Right. So you want to do that. So we want to put that on there, right? Am I doing this right?
And just, yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Okay.
No, turn it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And here we go. Let's do it. Pulse it. Well, let's just do it. I love doing that. Isn't that fun? Okay. So now that we've done that, we're going to take this out, right? I need you to take that top off.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we are going to move that, and I'm going to bring the skillet up here we're going to need the producer to help us with this.
Okay.
So if you don't mind, we'll get him involved. So, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our cornstarch, and I'm going to actually have you do this part of it because you're the girl that's a no lump girl, which I love. And so if you'll do this with me, I'm going to move these and this. And what we want to do is we want to gradually add the cornstarch. We're not going to add the chicken yet. We're going to we actually heated the chicken up and we poached the chicken. You can grill the chicken, but I really like poached chicken. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on. And I love these skillets, don't you? They make it
yes.
so much easier. So you want to add that. And that's really beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, so give it to me and I'll take it away. All right, so let's get it to a boiling point, Terry, and then what you want to do is you want to slowly add your cornstarch.
Right.
Because if you don't, it
Lumpy.
lumps, and you don't want lumpy. So, and then it takes about, you can let this marinade be 2 to 4 hours, and just put your chicken or your fish or whatever you're doing, your pork, beef, or make it a vegetable stir fry kind of thing. Okay, so when it starts heating up, it'll start boiling a little, and then we'll add the cornstarch to it. We're going to serve this over brown rice. I'm going to get the chicken in a minute, and I'm going to turn the rice on for a few seconds, and everything will be ready, and we'll be able to eat this delicious meal. How about that? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to turn the rice on for a few minutes. Let's do maybe 3 minutes. Let's do this. All right. And this looks like it's getting a little hot. Starting to boil. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, right?
Yes, it does smell good.
And I think what I'd like to do is maybe get one of my, these trusty dusty.
Yeah,
because
that would be
this is
better.
actually a Teflon coated pan.
Right.
Right, so let's see how hot it is. Let me tell. Not quite yet. Need to get that boiling. So, and then what we can do is add the cornstarch. So it'll become like almost like a gravy.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So we'll let that go for a minute. What do you like about? Is this a simple dinner for you to make, Chris? Whip it out.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, those ingredients, they're usually you have all that in your kitchen already, and you can just whip that right up.
Right. I think you could add the cornstarch now. It looks like you can. It's starting to bubble up. Just a little at a time. And you know what you can do is you can actually make it into like a paste with some more water. You could do it like that too.
Oh yeah, and then add it.
And add it like that.
Right.
You could do it like that as well.
I do that with my gravy.
Do you? Mm-hmm. All right. And so this will start thickening, and when it starts thickening, it'll be really nice. I would add some more water. I would add some water to that. I would get some water and add it to it and make it like more like a paste. And this is really easy to do. Boy, does it smell good. Oh my gosh, Terry. This smells delicious. Look at that. That's beautiful. So let's put that in there and see what happens. And that should thicken up. And we're going to get the chicken in a minute, and then we're going to pour that over it. right? So, if you'll have the producer, or if you'll go behind me and get the chicken, and then we'll do that. And we poached it, like I said. You can put it on the plate there. Just put one of them on there because we're just going to show one, or maybe two at the most. Okay. So when that gets really thick, and if you need to strain this or anything, you can easily. But I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. But it's really like a mole sauce, a mole sauce.
Right.
And so I think the rice should be done. And let's see. Here we go. And we need to get the rice out. And then we're going to put the salad on it. We're going to have a complete plate. So, it looks really good. Okay, so let's do this. It says actually, do it with the chicken, which sounds really good. I want to get another spoon out of here. Or you got a spoon?
Yes.
Okay, so what we need to do is just spoon that on there. And then I want you to take and put some. I'm gonna put the sauce on this, okay? Ahead of time. Hold on. Just wait for a minute. I'm gonna put the sauce on top of this. Okay. And this will be beautiful. Just put it over the chicken like that. And knowing my producer, he's gonna love it on that rice, And then now what you need to do, Terry, is actually put the salad on top of the plate. We'll do that. And that should be it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, that is.
That is. So we want to get our cameraman in there to see it. What a beautiful dinner for your wonderful husband. It'll be great.
Yes.
And what I love about this, we're going to bring everything out that we made before we end our show. And I always love having you come. It's so much fun. Thank you. So we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll show you everything we made. Okay? We're back on the Chef You and I, and this is the piece de resistance. This is the part I love about our chef show. This is really simple to do. What's that again, Terry? The Green Goddess.
The Green Goddess Soup.
Gazpacho Soup. The Southwestern.
The Southwestern bean and corn.
Salad. And brown rice. Asian salad, right? And chicken with that beautiful teriyaki and the bread. So this makes a complete meal, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Could you serve this to your children? Would they eat it? And your grandchildren?
Mine would.
Mine would too. They'd love it. All of my kids either live in the Southwest or they live out west, except my daughter who lives in New Orleans. But she would love this, believe me. So we want to say thank you very much for joining us. You'll find our recipes on our Chef You and I website. And also you'll be able to see our television show everywhere, especially Kathryn Raaker's YouTube as well. We want to thank you very much. Our website is thechefyouandi.com. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll see you next time. Bon appetit.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefyouandi.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.